Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's talk about the challenge. This is episode 10. This was probably the most boring episode of the entire season 36. I haven't seen an episode this boring with dumbass moves in a very, 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 very long time. This whole season is starting to become a snooze. I feel like it's about to jump off again. I got a little bit of a spoiler. I'm going to announce when I get to the spoiler section. It's not really a spoiler. It's kind of like Twitter tea spoiler. But let's get through this episode because I really want to just talk about what I think is going to come up in the future. So the first thing I peeped about this episode, Casey is running off the Big Brother Alliance. And I said, oh, but she ain't mentioned Lolo. And Lolo is riding hard for the Big Brother Alliance. She said, it's me, Fessy, Josh, and now we got to look out for Amber B. And I said, what? Lolo has been riding hard for Big Brother, and they are really icing her out. I feel bad for Lolo. I do. Because the second part, every time they spend at least 3 or 4 scenes of Lolo and Nam arguing. Yeah, your girl, I didn't hit the fast forward, but your girl had Twitter up, or I had Instagram up. I was not paying Lolo and Nam maybe 10% of my attention. I can't tell if it's a bad lovers quarrel. Lolo was mentioned something about, at least in the Olympics, she had a coach when she didn't get along with her team. I don't know. It's just the dynamics of them. They're two very different people. Nam seems like he's the least argumentative person out there, and Lolo always wants to smoke. In a way, I am sad for Lolo. Lolo is a competitor, but it's like, Lolo girl, I don't get it. You was on Champs versus Stars. They threw your ass in there every week, and you won. But you bitched and complained about that. Like, well, I gotta go in every week. And now, I understand you need to go in now to get your gold skull. But it's like, Lolo girl, I feel like where you messed up, Lolo, is you should not have picked a rookie partner in the beginning. You should have went to someone who you've seen before on Champs versus Stars, CT, Wes, you knew of Darrell, Leroy. Like, you should have went to anyone. You could have even probably did better with Nelson. You probably, by you having a rookie, you don't have any political ties in the game. You should have picked someone who has been on the challenge at least one season. You probably would have even rocked better with Devin. Hell, Josh. You could have picked Josh. I'm telling you, I think Lolo messed herself up with the partner pick, and I feel like she was so just engulfed with the physicality of Nam. Like, we all know that she thinks he's very sexy and all that. And I think he is a good competitor, but she completely missed the political. And I think that's where she messed up. Because if she would have had anybody else, they would have helped her get a skull. If Lolo comes back, and I'm going to get to this when we get to the Twitter tea. If she's invited to do another season, which I hope she is, it needs to be solo. Lolo needs to be on a season where there's solo challenges and it's girls, versus guys, to where all the girls compete solo, because I feel like she has a better opportunity to win when she's doing things by herself. Not in a team, not in a big group of 15, because they'll still just ice her out. Lolo needs to be in one of those where it's solo votes, solo challenges. Like, I think she would do better, and she might can maneuver through an alliance because she can probably help some people when it's solo. Let's get to this challenge. I don't know what else even went on in the house. It was so boring. The challenge wasn't even exciting. Because I felt like it was another one of those alliance, let's help our alliance challenge. Like, if I find their pieces, we'll help you get them. Which to me, it really ain't even matter, because at the end of the day, it ain't matter if you found your pieces or not. You have to solve the puzzle. So I felt like the rules should have been everybody just dig, dig, dig. And if it's not your piece, you have to cover it up. I feel like it just should have been in the rules. You have to cover it back up. And then if you shot out somebody like yours over there, at least they got to dig for it. Anyway, it just took the excitement out of it. And Devin and Gabby won. I don't care. CT and Big T was close. I felt like CT was back on happy being with Big T. Big T is smart. Let my little smarty win this for me. I'm telling you, as soon as CT wins him a skull, he's going to drop. You saw how Amber got back with Darrell. That's how fast CT is going to drop Big T. So anyway, Gavin and Debbie win. Devin wants revenge on Josh. What pissed me off, and it ain't pissed me off, I was just a little bit shady on Twitter. I was like, I know Cam did not fix her mouth to say the issue with Devin is that he plays the game for revenge, and whenever I'm in power, I like to use my power to smooth things over with my enemies. I said, bitch, did you not? You started the game with revenge. You started the game. Your whole strategy at the beginning of the game was revenge because CT did not pick you as a partner. And then you continued on with revenge because Jay and Teresa helped you get a gold skull at the end of the day. At the end of the day. If they wouldn't have threw you in, you probably would have been on the ice out patch with Lolo. Because really, who's going to help Cam throw Cam in to get a skull? I just thought I said the hypocrisy. You know that's been the title of a lot of my reviews, the hypocrisy. So Devin thinks he can bully everybody into voting in Josh and Nani as the house vote. Like, if I see you don't vote them in, we might have to just put you in the elimination with our vote. And I'm like, Devin, nobody cares. One, you aren't scary. Two, you can only throw in one. So say the whole 5, nobody throws in Josh and Nani. You, out of those 5 people with a skull, you can only throw in one. So that's not really a threat. Corey somehow convinces Amber M to volunteer. Corey, I feel like we're going to get to it at the end, but I feel like in a way, I understand what he was doing. He was trying to, because we don't know if it's male or female Crater Day. And he's like, look, we want to go in because if it's a male, I want to go in. Like, I don't care. They going to put Josh down there. I want to go in. Amber, big and bad, she ready to go. You weren't ready to go a few weeks ago. You and Michi was in there begging, but okay. Lolo and is over Nam, and she's like, I really hate my partner. We really don't work together. Can y'all please throw me a bone? And I'm like, girl, all you doing is giving them even more reasons not to throw you a bone. But it was sad to watch. Lolo isn't giving me the Lolo I'm looking for because, yes, she's aggravating. Yes, she could work that last nerve, but she is a good competitor, and I feel like we're not getting to see it. I forgot Gabby and Fessy kissed. I must have been on Twitter. Like, I saw it. It wasn't the build-up that I thought it would be. Like, it's been all over every super trailer. And that was just it. They were just having a random conversation about, you know, if you win in the crater, can you pick me as a partner? And I feel like Fessy just sealed it with a kiss. It was no passion. Fessy was on the after show saying she was not my girlfriend in the house. We never kissed again. I can't wait to tell y'all my theory why. So we get down to the crater. Gabby is scared of the hall brawl. Devin on the after show says Gabby saw the hall brawl, pointed to him and said no, and did this to her face like she don't want to mess up her face. A part of me believes that because you get up there, TJ is like, Gabby, you sure you don't want to come down here? Like, it ain't that many more women's eliminations. And she like, oh, I don't want to take the risk of my partner Devin having to, be in the guys week. I want to help protect his skull. I'm like, fuck Devin. Who is Devin? Who is Devin? You don't even really care about Devin. You was just tongue kissing Fessy. I wouldn't give a damn about Devin losing his skull if it could be my opportunity to get one against the easiest layup of all challenges. I ain't never seen a more sorry hall brawl in my life. She pretty much, outside of that first hit, just stood back and let Amber B run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Anyway, TJ damn near told you, and you still, I don't want to go over that again. That's going to piss me off. So I really do believe she was scared to go down there. And I don't understand. So now it's Josh's moment to shut the fuck up because Josh is like, you could change your mind. You really gonna do that to us? You really not gonna let not? I'm like, why would the person who hates you want to help your partner get the easiest gold skull? I don't understand why Gabby would want to give it to Amber B either. If you was gonna throw anybody a bone, you should have gave it to Big T. That's your girl. Like, if I'm gonna give anybody let's talk about this. Because somewhere at the party, they was throwing out Anissa's name. And I felt like Anissa would have been a good strategy. One, yeah, you would have pissed Anissa off, whatever. But Gabby girl, you got to go down there and get your skull anyway. So if Anissa and Fessy happen to win and throw you down there, which you know Fessy would do, who cares? That's what you want anyway. Number two, even if Anissa, she about to go down there and eat cake. This is nothing to Anissa, this hall brawl with Amber M. She gets rid of Amber M, who is the layup for the rest of the ladies in the house. And so now you got the hall brawl out the way. The elimination that you're scared of is out the way. You let Anissa take care of it. And you let Anissa send the layup home. So now Amber B, Nani have to now face you, Big T, or Lolo. The easy one is off the table. I felt like you should have just gave it to, you should have went with the Anissa plan. Or if you're going to hook somebody up with a skull, why not hook up your girl, Big T? I already said this was the most boring physical elimination. Amber, you got your skull, and she quickly snatched up Darrell. What I don't understand on the after show, Amber B is bitching like, I can't believe Gabby blindsided me. Like, girl, I ain't blindsided you last week. You would have if Nani and Cam didn't convince you of what to do with Teresa and KC. You were going to throw Gabby down there, probably with Teresa, and get Teresa a gold skull. So you would have Amber B, like, miss me with the bullshit. Like, the hypocrisy of this game. I can't. Okay, let's talk about the spoiler, because this is what I really want to talk about, because this is what makes me excited for the remaining 8 episodes. So if you don't want to hear the little tea, because Charles told it to me, I seen it on Twitter, and they hinted at it in the preview. If you don't want me to spill it, and this is not true tea, this is just, I think it's true tea, but I ain't saying it for facts. Click off now. Hit the thumbs up and leave your comments, but click off now. Okay, so let's get into it. In the preview, we saw there is a security breach. The last time there was a security breach, somebody came back. It was Ashley M. Ashley came back. So, for there to be a security breach, we saw in the previews that someone says she could self-evict. They were talking about Lolo. The tea that Charles spilled to me and Drew on a live a few weeks ago is that Lolo has some kind of emotional breakdown and self-evicts from the game. Kind of like Leo. So, if Lolo quits, my theory is that Tori comes back. I will put money on Tori coming back because there is still that super trailer clip of Fessy and Corey sitting on the bed, worried about a crater, and Tori says they're going to put you guys in against each other. I feel like there has to be a Corey Fessy crater. That scene has to come true, and Tori was there to put it out there in the atmosphere. So Tori has to come back to the game. And remember, Nam, this episode, was bitching about his back. What if Nam and Lolo go home and Tori and Nelson, or Tori and somebody, another guy comes back? I hope it's Nelson. They probably won't bring another guy back because there's still a lot of guys, but we were really short on girls this season. I'm telling you, I think Tori comes back. Tori explains why Fessy never kisses Gabby again, because his boo is back and he ain't about to mess up with his boo. I feel like, even take the Fessy Tori off the table, okay. Tori shakes up the alliance. I feel like that's why Nani is crying, because remember, Nani was crying in that super trailer. Why do I gotta be in this house? I can't believe I'm in this house. Like, to me, Nani is set up to get an easy skull. Because of, let's say, forget the spoiler. Let's say even Lolo is there. Lolo is being iced out if she quits or if she doesn't quit. So all Nani has left is Big T and Gabby. Nani, from all your experience, you can't go in and get a skull against Big T or Gabby. So to me, the only reason for Nani to cry like this and be so upset when she clearly has an easy path to a skull is because Tori is coming back and Tori is about to snatch up one of these skulls. And I bet you Tori comes back and snatches up that first woman's skull. So Nani has to go in against someone who already has one. She's going to have to go in against a Tori, a Amber B, Cam, Casey, Anissa. Nani don't want smoke from none of them. I'm telling you, it's going to shift the dynamic. If Nelson comes back, it could really crack that Big Brother alliance, that power. I don't know how many people coming back, but I promise you, Tori gonna be one. I hope it's Tori and Nelson, but we shall see. Let's get into these crater predictions because we have been told there's going to be 18 episodes. So I feel like that's at least 5 to 6 more episodes that will include the crater, and the last episode will probably be the final. So if that's 3-3 of the girls, I feel like Nani is going to get the opportunity to go in there. Nani is either going to get the storyline of going up against Gabby because Gabby did what she did this week, and Nani and Josh are pissed at that. But I feel like for Nani to cry the way she does, she's going to either be one of the later skulls and have to go snatch a skull from somebody, or they're going to put her in against Tori. I feel like also on the girls' side, the guys are going to do Anissa how they did her the previous season, and they're gonna be like, we don't want to run a final with Anissa, so they're gonna throw Anissa in as many times as she can to see if somebody can take Anissa's skull, because no one is gonna want to get stuck running with Anissa. I feel like we saw Big T doing that one Leroy and Natalie did with the fire logs, whatever it's called. Who was out here driving on all that snow? I don't know, child. But so we know Big T is gonna go in. I feel like Big T can probably beat Anissa at that. I feel like if they have to do, if Big T, I don't know. Hopefully, Nani can get that one with Big T, because Nani has done that before as well. She lost, but at least she's done it before. Who was driving? Oh Lord, how somebody is on the street slipping and sliding in the ice on their damn 4-wheeler. Long as they don't hit one of my cars on the street. Let me get off of here so I can go outside and yell at somebody. For the guys, and a lot of my predictions are based off of what I've seen in the super trailer. We know CT is going in. CT is going to do that elimination that Cam and Ashley did where they're swinging. I feel like CT wants to go in against Josh, but I don't think the house is going to be willing to give CT such an easy skull. I think if CT, because we see CT is going to win an elimination, I feel like they're going to throw in Fessy or another strong male, like, not even, I see it has to be CT versus Fessy, or maybe if Corey gets a skull, CT versus Corey. They're going to make CT earn that skull. They're not going to just give him Josh, but we shall see. We know Darrell from the super trailer is going to have an opportunity to go down and get his skull. I don't know if he wins a daily or if he gets a house vote. I don't see why the house would ever vote Darrell in, but we shall see. I feel like Darrell will get a Josh or a Devin, and I think he'll win if he gets Josh or Devin. Darrell is going to do that one that Devin and Wes did, where they run around the poles with the thing on their back. And the final crater, I think, will go to Corey. I feel like Nam is either going to go home with Lolo, or Nam is going to, because I feel like him mentioning his back this episode is a foreshadow to something else. Like, I don't see him continuing long in the challenge. I think Corey's going to get an opportunity to go in the crater. I think it has to be Corey and Fessy. They have shown us that super trailer so many times, and maybe I'm just holding on to it. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but I feel like Corey and Fessy will have to go up against each other, and I feel like, I don't know, depending on the elimination, I don't know. I just hope that it gets more exciting. I feel like there's going to be a lot of partner stealing, especially on the guys' side. I feel like everybody is going to want Cam, Casey, or Tori. So, like, the guys who win late, CT, Darrell, I feel like Darrell is going to drop Amber B real quick. So, it's kind of good to go in late, because you can guarantee if you win it, you can go ahead and snatch up Cam. Who do I think right now has the best opportunity to win? For the guys, a part of me feels like all of the revenge and stuff Cam was doing, and all the power struck that Leroy and Cam has, is now about to flip over to Team Big Brother, and Cam and Leroy might be stuck without the bag. I feel like they played so hard, and they had a lot of power in this house to set them up to lose in the end. I feel like the only way Cam wins is if a strong man snatches her up, like if Darrell snatches up Cam, CT snatches up Cam. But from the previews, and I've already said spoiler. From the previews, because I watched Drew's. If y'all don't watch Drew over on Angel Cake Entertainment, he breaks it down. He takes those super trailers and he cuts it scene by scene. I appreciate what he does because it's very technical, and I'm not that into the technology of the edit. But he broke that super trailer down to where the final looks like it's going to be Solo. But I feel like they aren't going to know that. So I feel like a lot of people will try to snatch up Cam or Tori if Tori is there. Maybe Casey. Like Casey, she not good at the puzzles. And we really, because Bailey and UK girl who was pregnant, what's her name? I forgot her name. Because Bailey and old girl pretty much quit, we really don't know how good Casey was compared to Jenny. Like, did she finish 10 minutes after Jenny? Because I think Jenny beat everybody. Like, Jenny even beat Bananas. Like, Jenny was first up that mountain. From the trailer, we know it's Iceland, so it's probably cold, but at least it's no snow. I ain't seen nobody running in the snow. I don't know. If it's individual, I think it'll be between Tori, Casey, and Cam. And probably Casey probably could outrun them. I don't know. But of the guys, I would probably give it to Darrell. If Darrell is there, I think Darrell could beat all the guys. It's going to be good. Let's hope for a more exciting episode next week. I know I talked about a lot. I feel like we're getting close to the end, so I get kind of more excited about the predictions, especially since this episode didn't give me anything. And that damn security breach, I was like, okay. I've been waiting for somebody to come back. And then I had already knew the tea that Charles told me to, and then they hinted. We shall see next week if I'm right or wrong. We shall see. Anyway, get in the comments. Let me know what you all think. Let me know who you think is your top and bottom right now in the game. And I'll talk to y'all later next week for the challenge. Bye.